Good morning, it's Tuesday. It's a wet and horrible day, as you can see. I've just got myself out of my bed and the first thing I remembered when I woke up was, oh, I booked a holiday. I am terrible for getting overexcited about holidays. Anyway, enough said about that. I need a cuppa before I do anything else. And I need to clean this kettle, look, it's got bits over it. Today we'll bring a doctor's appointment about that time of life, you know, not getting any younger. And what else? Oh, I've got to get the rest of his prescriptions, they didn't have everything. And I got some jobs to do in the house, at the desk, and flute practice to do. Just normal stuff today, really. The usual. Laundry, I was up late last night doing laundry after I finished editing. Oh, speaking of laundry, I was saying to Izzy yesterday, have you got any masks at Grandad's? Because I bought 10 off Amazon not that long ago and I can't find any. I'm literally doing a laundry load and there's 1 or 2 in there. And she said, no, I haven't. And she said, I put some in the wash yesterday though. There we are. So that's that mystery solved. She had 'em. Does anybody else have this problem with the continually diminishing mask supply? The pot is on. I need to have a good old clean up in here. There's coffee powder everywhere. I've spilt another fresh lot on here now. Oh dear. I've also got to pop back to the travel agent later just to pick up all the documents. That's so exciting. And I've also got organised travel insurance, but I can do that in a few weeks. It's no rush for that. I've got to sort out logistics. I've got a gig the day before in Gloucester, and I'm just not going to be able to. I could get dropped home, but there's no way I can get to Bristol Airport by 10 o'clock the next morning, so I'm going to have to somehow get back to my boyfriend, so I'm going to have to coordinate being dropped off at a services or something on their way, and my boyfriend picks me up in the middle of the night, something like that. A little bit annoying, but anyway, I've got plenty of time to sort that out. I've got weeks and weeks to sort it, but I will feel more comfortable once it is sorted. I am now dressed and bathed, and I've had my breakfast. I've had my little soya yogurt with frozen fruit and some sweet stuff on the top, and some rice cakes, as I usually do. Got my boots on, ready to go. I shall need a mask. These should be dry by now. In fact, I'll grab a couple for my bag. My daughter has a habit of sneezing in hers whilst wearing them, and then she has to change them, but luckily that doesn't happen to me. I've packed my diary, and on a sticky note on one of the pages for today, in fact, is a list of questions. Because I'm terrible for forgetting all my questions once I get into the doctor's appointment, so I've written them down as they've occurred to me over the last few days. We're going to have a look at my hormone levels. I've had bloods done. I have not got any trouble with the thyroid. That's been ruled out, so right. Go and find out where we're at with the old menopause then. Lovely. Got to be honest with you, I was surprised when it just suddenly struck out of the blue, because what am I? I'm 47 now. I reckon this has been going on a couple of years since all the, you know, hot flushes and all that started. And, well, I went through puberty really, really late. Like, I was 16 really before, you know, the cycle started properly. So I thought I would hit the menopause, you know, 4 years later as well, but I don't seem to have. So yeah, I don't know, I don't really get those lady times anymore. Oh no, they stopped. I get one every 5 months. Sorry, probably a bit TMI, but you know, there's hardly anything and then it goes away again. So just be warned, it can strike just when you think you've got another 10 years left or something. All of a sudden, boom, oh, okay, don't have the inconvenience of those anymore. I'm back from the doctor's and I had a little bit of a shock actually. I don't know if it's a good or a bad shock. I suppose overall it's a good shock. No, I'm not pregnant. Quite the opposite. No, I am post-menopausal, according to blood tests. That was sooner than I thought. I thought menopause was supposed to last years and years and years and give me lots of hell and grief for a long time, but apparently I've got it over with and I'm out the other end. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, I've known it was coming. This is, you know, I've seen it coming for quite a long time. It is very strange, very, very, very strange. I think there's a shift in personal sense of identity from this. The only thing I can relate to, like in past experience of this, is when I stopped being a vegetarian for a while. It was almost as if my whole identity changed and I didn't know who I was anymore. And I feel like that again but in a more permanent and irreversible way. Like, I mean, obviously I'm still a woman, I'm still female, but womanhood is kind of, you know, it's always involved the potential of becoming a mother. I mean, I know I'm already a mother, but you know, again, more. Now I haven't got that anymore. So it's like a shift in identity. And of course it's a no going back thing as well, isn't it? So it's, I feel like I've gone into the third phase of life. It feels like third and final, but I mean, it depends on how you categorize your phases, isn't it? But there, you know, there was pre-pubescence, there was like the procreatable phase, and now there's this, the third phase. Very strange. I'd like to tell you a bit more about how I feel about it, but I'm gonna have to process that a bit first. We talked a lot about my urine infection problem as well. She's given me some sodium citrate to try. And over the years, I've been referred to urology. I've had tests, they've discharged me, couldn't find anything physically wrong with me. But she's referred me again, and this time there will be no escaping the little camera thingy that's gotta go up into the bladder. Oh, so that's gonna be fun. I'm not looking forward to that, but there's just no point in being silly about it. I'm just gonna get on with it, and yeah, well, that probably won't be for ages, because you know what it's like with the NHS, you get referred and then nothing happens for ages. So hopefully I'll have developed a little more maturity to cope with that situation by the time it arises. Oh, and by the way, low estrogen can seriously bump up the amount of urine infections you get, so it could well be that I've had low estrogen for years, maybe. She didn't know, she said she couldn't say. I did ask her, but obviously it wasn't being tested, so we can't go back and test now. I just don't know, maybe it was that all along. Anyway, right, I'm gonna process this, and yeah, speak to you later. Oh no, I've just had a phone call back from the GP. I was like really worried. I thought, oh my goodness, you know, has she thought something? Well, she has thought something. So not only have I got to have a bladder tuboscopy, I have no idea what they call it, I can't remember. Not only have I got to have that at the hospital at some point, but also she would like to do an internal exam at the other place. So I'm booked in at the local GP for that, so it's not a long wait. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, right, I'm gonna get on and finish tonight's vlog now, because it's totally not finished. See you later. It is lunchtime, and now I'm ready for food. And here it is, fresh out of the microwave, the rest of that macaroni and sort of tomatoey stew thing from the other day. I'm gonna put some cheese on it. I took some fish out of the freezer because my boyfriend's coming over later. My daughter Isabel went vegetarian, so she's not eating fish, but I bought these before she went vegetarian, and I don't really cook it for myself because it's a bit stinky, you know. It's something that I would go out of the way to do for other people, but I just wouldn't bother to go to the effort for myself. But anyway, I have it in the freezer. IB likes a bit of fish now and then, so I'm going to do that with some sort of spicy vegetable-y rice, which I will concoct. It's about 3:10 now. I've finished all my desky jobs for today. I've put the rest I haven't done on to tomorrow, to be honest, because I want to get on. Why am I looking at medical supplies and that sort of thing? Well, it's because, you know, the Ukraine situation, and we're all kind of a bit feeling helpless and want to help. Well, probably most of us are. Anyway, Pippa, my mate over on the Worm's Eye View channel, has set up a wish list on Amazon for things to donate to them, because in her local area there are actual collections and vans going off to deliver them to the areas where they are needed. So she set up this wish list, and I'll link it in the description for you in case you are sitting here like me thinking, you know, wringing your hands thinking this is awful, I want to do something. So she's got sort of things like this, you know, plasters, multivitamins, first aid kit stuff, injection wipes, there's a lot of medical stuff, wipes, there's Calpol. I've put some Calpol in the basket because I was thinking of the poor crying babies. Sanitary towels, well, they're symbolic, innit, me getting those today, so I've put a load of those in the basket. But yeah, I'll leave a link if you want to contribute to that, and she will personally take these things around as they arrive at her house to the distribution centre. The default message that's on the wish list thing that you send to them with the thing is enjoy your gift. You can delete it and write your own one, but it just looks ridiculous next to 96 sanitary towels with wings. So, or with long wings. Yeah, enjoy those, Pippa. I'm popping out now. Except I've just noticed in the monitor I've got my reading glasses on, so I'll be changing those and then I'm going to be popping out to the travel agent to pick up the documents for the holiday. Oh yeah. Oh, and I want to ask her about a visa because we're not in the EU anymore. I have no idea if we need a visa. She didn't mention a visa. I had it written on my hand, but I washed it off in the bath, so I need to rewrite it on my hand because I've got a memory of a goldfish at the moment. I'm back, I've got them. I asked her about the visa. I've washed it off my hands again because I used the sanitizer and it just took the biro off again. But I remembered long enough, so it was all right. I asked her about the visa. She said, no, nothing like that. She said, but there are some forms you need to fill in for the Spanish, it's not the Spanish Health Authority, but it's to do with COVID anyway. So 2 days before my departure, I have to go into the travel agent and she'll do those forms with me and send them off. And also we need to check in at the travel agents, check in the flights at the travel agents 2 days before we go. So I have to go and sit in there with her and she'll do that all online for us as part of the service. So yay! Right now, I am going to go practice my flute, which I'm not going to film, but I'm going to go and do that for a good hour because I'm trying to haul back my technique because it's just gone terrible. I feel like I've got about as much musicality as a plank at the moment. This happens occasionally in a musician's life. Well, it happens in mine. I just don't feel it. I'm just like, and it feels like an effort to play because I just haven't got the feel of it. But as soon as I get playing with my friends, it comes flooding back. It's just prolonged isolation musically, I think, that does it. But I'll be fine. I'm just gonna go and do some technical exercises. It's 6:15 and yes, it does look a bit of a mess in here. I'm cooking, I'm frying up some vegetables. Ooh, bit of a dodgy angle. I'm frying up some vegetables to go with rice. I'm gonna stir the rice in. So there's aubergine, broccoli, not much broccoli, celery, lots of broccoli stalk actually, and mushrooms, did I say mushrooms? Rice is in the microwave, that's going to be done in 1 minute. First of all, I put oil in the pan as I usually do, and I added some cumin seeds, some turmeric, some crushed chilies and some paprika, and that is all so far. And imminently I'm going to move that to the back ring and start frying some fish up on here. It's a little bit later again now. I've got the fish cooking there. I've transferred this onto the back ring. Oh, that's a little bit hot actually. I've added a bit more stuff to that. I've added some lemon juice, some soy sauce, a lot of fresh ginger that I've chopped up, and also garlic. That's just to remind me to tell you because I've used it all, but chopped up quite big. I'm going to get the rice out and I'm going to actually stir that in with the vegetable stuff, so it's kind of like a risotto type side accompaniment to the fish. And I'm going to wash some spinach and add that at the very last minute as well, just so it kind of wilts down a bit. I've just done a very annoying thing. There's a jug gone down there and now it won't close. There, it's fixed. This is probably nearly done, I should think. I've turned the fish over. It's not looking very wilty yet. I just dumped it on the top. I'll give it a stir and see how I get on. I've stirred it in, had a little taste. It's all right. It's not brilliant, not one of my better ones, but it's all right. It'll be a nice mild flavour compared to the salty fish. Anyway, my boyfriend is due to turn up at the door any minute now, so I'm going to turn the camera off so I can spend some time with him. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, could you please give it a like? If you'd like to watch more of this channel, do hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!